Hello and welcome everyone to today's tutorial on learning C++ from the scratch. In today's tutorial, we are going to talk about the nested if in C++. So, what is nested if? Nested if is a programming technique when we use an if condition and inside it we use another if condition. This kind of technique is what we call nested if. So like the first if condition or the outer if condition give us like multiple choices, maybe in this case two choices in our program. And one of these choices or maybe both have another choices inside it. So this is what we call nested if in C++. So to get the main concept and idea in a better way, let's jump into an example inside our code block. Okay, here's our example. This example is simulating an ATM system, which means that when we are dealing with an ATM, the first thing that we do after entering our card is that we enter our password. Because the moment that we enter our card, it will ask us to enter our password. And then after the system get our password, it will compare the password that the user entered to the password that are stored in our system, which maybe you defined before when you created your account in the bank. And then if you enter the password correctly as you defined it before, then it will give you other options like drawing or depositing. Otherwise, if you didn't enter the password correctly, then it will tell you that the password is incorrect. So here we have two choices. Either the first choice is if we enter the password correctly, and the second one if we entered the wrong password. Now, the first choice over here, after we enter the password correctly, we are giving options to our user. And then getting the option using this cin instruction. And inside here, after our user chooses option either 1 or 2, we can create another if condition. So for example, if he choose to draw a money, option is equal to number 1, which means draw, then we are going to do something. Like for example, let's just print drawing some money. Withdrawing some money. So this is our first output if the user entered the number 1, which means draw. Else if he entered the number 2, which means that he don't want to draw but he want to deposit in his account, then we are going to print depositing in his account. So we will say depositing some money. So as you can see, we are using an if condition inside another if condition, where if our user entered the correct password, we are going to trigger another if condition inside it. So that is simply the meaning of nested if in C++, where we use if condition inside another if condition. Because we only want to give these options to our user only and if only he entered the password correctly. So let's try our program. So if we run our program over here and try to enter a wrong password, for example, as you can see, it says or it displayed the incorrect password and end our program without any problem. But if we enter the correct password, it will give us another options or choices. This is like our second if condition here. And now we can choose like either 1 or 2. So if we trigger the number 1, it will trigger the first choice in our second if condition. As you can see over here, withdrawing some money. So it's working fine. That's it. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.